I really thought I finished my gardening series on this weekly podcast when all of a sudden I saw something very interesting. Here in my neighborhood they built up a new kitchen garden field, and in March they started to rent out several fields for several different people. And the gardens fields, they look so different. I love to show you. Here is one of my favorite. Look at the salad you can see, and they built a hut, and here other vegetables is growing. I really like that one. And interesting enough, these guys are in the garden a lot. You can see them almost every day working at the garden and taking good care, and you can see it. The garden looks quite perfect. Here is another one. I like this too. Salad is growing. They built a hut. All kinds of stuff is growing. But here, down there, you see a garden, and there is not very much going on. And I have never seen the guy working in this garden ever since. And this is a great picture in terms of our relationship with God and in terms of our hearts. If we take care of our hearts, then it looks like a well garden. It looks like a good garden. But if we don't take care of our hearts, then it looks like this garden. I show you again. Empty, all kinds of stuff is growing. And it's so different from the others. And this hit me when I thought about my relationship with God and the amount of time I spend with Him. Sometimes we don't have time, we don't think it makes such a big difference, but when I see the difference of this garden, then I know it makes a difference to spend time with God or not. And it's not a question about the amount we should spend with God. It's a question, how long does it take for you and me to just get close to God, to just feel Him, to just empty our hearts and empty our thoughts to let in His thoughts. And Jesus Himself was a great example in terms of spending time with God. So many times He took Him out of the crowd, went up on a mountain, be in the quiet and spending time with God. Because for Him, it was very important to have His face with the face of God, to just connect with His Father. And if Jesus needed that, how much more will we need that? And I really want that my life looks like one of these beautiful gardens here in my neighborhood. They are taken well care, and I really want that my heart and my relationship with God looks the same. And that's why I really needed to just videotape that and encourage you the same way to just spend time with God, to plan the time with your God every day, because it makes a big difference.